If you want to learn how to use Delay in Zapier, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll walk you through the exact steps to add a delay into your Zap so you can pause automation, space out actions, or control the timing of your workflows more effectively. This is especially useful when you want to wait before sending a follow-up, delay a notification, or create a more natural automation flow. And if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software guides. Let's start with the first step. Open Zapier in your browser and sign in to your account. Once you're logged in, you'll be ready to build a new automation from scratch. From the main dashboard, click Create, then choose Zap Workflows. This will open the editor where you can build your automation step by step. Now it's time to set up your trigger. Click Trigger, then select the app that will start your workflow. After that, choose the trigger event that matches what you want Zapier to watch for. For example, this could be something like a new form submission, a new email, or another app event. Once you've selected the event, connect your account so Zapier can access the app and monitor it properly. After your trigger is connected, the next step is to add the delay. Click Action, then use the search bar and type Delay by Zapier. Select Delay by Zapier from the results. This is the built-in Zapier feature that allows you to pause your workflow before the next action runs. It's a simple but very powerful tool for timing-based automations. Next, click Action Event and choose the type of delay you want to use. Zapier gives you different delay options depending on what you need. You can delay a workflow for a set amount of time, delay until a specific date or time, or use other delay-related options depending on your workflow setup. Select the delay event that best fits your automation goal. Now configure the delay itself. Enter the time delayed value, which is the number you want Zapier to wait. Then choose the time delayed for unit, such as minutes, hours, or days. For example, if you want Zapier to wait 10 minutes before continuing, you would enter 10 and select minutes. If you want a longer pause, you can choose hours or days instead. This is where you control exactly how long the automation waits before moving on. Once your delay is configured, it's a good idea to test the step. Run a test to make sure Zapier is reading the delay correctly and that the workflow behaves the way you expect. Review the setup carefully and check that the delay duration looks right. If everything is correct, continue to the final step. Now click Publish to turn on your Zap. Once published, your automation will run with the delay included, saving you time and helping you control when actions happen. That's it. You've now learned how to use Delay in Zapier. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more step-by-step software tutorials just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.